Merhaba. Evet. Pardon, ben çok az Türkçe biliyorum. Yani yemek geldi mi? Tamam, bir dakika. Yo man, I'm having problems with, they're supposed to bring me the food and I don't know what they're saying.
Okay. Alo? Tamam abi getirin yukarıdan. Kırmızı tamam yukarıdan getirin o kapıdan sokun abi. Tamam biz geliyoruz şimdi okay.
Alright, sweet, thanks so much.
That's no problem. Hi Mart.
Hey man, what's up?
Fine, you?
I'm good.
This morning you were having a problem with the yemek sepeti guy. So Shule and I are making this survey about international students and their problems.
Okay.
So can we ask you questions?
Sure, sounds good.
Okay, that's fine. First of all, what is your full name and what is your nationality?
My full name is Ahmed and I'm originally from Palestine, but I came from Jordan.
Why did you choose Turkey instead of other countries?
Why I chose Turkey goes back to when I was a kid. My parents took me to Turkey for vacation, and we ended up touring into Uludağ, we went to Istanbul, we went to a lot of places. I saw all the monuments, and there were a lot of things that really stuck into my memory, especially midye and the apples on the sticks with the caramel on it, and the stray dogs, the animals, everything. And so I really liked the country, and I also felt like there was a lot of things to do in the country as well. But the main reason was based on learning a different culture and a different language, which would assess me into seeing and experiencing something that I'm not used to.
Okay, why did you choose medicine?
Why I chose medicine, I mean, first of all, like every med student says, it's a very noble thing to do, and I just want to help people. But it stuck in my head when I was younger. My mom would always tell me that whenever she would have pain, she would tell me to put my hand on it because she felt like I had the hand of an angel, so it would make her feel good. So I guess that kind of stuck into me, and it made me happy when I made her feel good. So I guess I want to do that to everyone. So yeah.
Do you have communication problems frequently?
Yeah, I do. Frequently, yes, and but you can kind of get around it pretty easily if you just learn basic words. And as humans, we are vocal, and so all we do is we talk. Especially me, I talk a lot. So I found a different way to communicate, which is using sign language. So whenever I would want to do something like şimdi, oh, blah, and then I would just use my signals. But yeah.
Before you came here, did you know communication was a problem?
No, I was really surprised that a lot of people don't know English, and once I came here, it was very difficult to basically adapt to it. This one thing happened with me when I was looking for a dorm, and when I came to the university, my mom told me, let's go look for a dorm. So I came to the university, finished some paperwork, and then left. Right after we left, my mom just dragged me to someone's front lawn, and then it was like an old woman and a guy and a man, and my mom just said, go ahead, talk to them. And so I told my mom, I don't know Turkish, and then she said, it's okay, just do whatever. So I looked at them, I was like, ben, öğrenci. And so the guy was like, oh, let's do this, and then my mom was like, no. She grabbed him from the hand, and then she's like, and so we spent 2 hours looking for a dorm, and that's how I found my dorm here around the university. So yeah.
Nowadays, do you live in a dorm or a flat?
No, I don't live in a dorm. I switched into a flat.
Is it hard to find a flat for an international student? students?
Yes, it definitely is because most of your communications and all the problems that might happen with the house or any questions that you might have, ways to find a flat or whatnot, let's say leakage happens or whatnot, it needs some sort of communication. So, and yeah, it's kind of difficult to find one in the first place, I guess.
Have you ever thought to go back to your country or another country? I know that your brother lives in Canada.
Yeah, true. I thought about it, and but at the same time, I always come back to how I live right now in Turkey. And so far, I'm really enjoying the country. There's a lot of things that I can do, and you know, the people around me are very good people. A lot of positive energy. Walking down the streets, I see a lot of really cool things. I can get simit on the way. I can get chai. Everyone's just doing a lot of cool things, and some negative things like everyone smokes. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it here. So.
Do you face problems with Turkish students?
Not that many, but I can pinpoint a couple of things. One thing would be racism. Now, directed to me, it wasn't too harsh. It was just two guys or so, and it would be based on where you come from and, you know, oh, you're Arab, you throw your money everywhere, you blah blah blah, you're a very rude and vulgar person and whatnot. But that was just for me, from two people, but everyone else was accepting. But I saw a lot of people had that problem. So,
Thank you for sharing this.
yeah, but also I don't want to say that it's only in Turkey, because if someone else comes into another country, it's always the locals against the internationals. Everyone knows that my friends are studying in China, they have problems with that all the time. Even if you came to my hometown, which is my hometown, I think that you would have probably a lot of problems with that.
Let's talk about the lectures. How are the theoretical lectures are going?
Theoretical lectures, they're good. We're studying in English, so that's very beneficial for us. But one problem with it being in English is that sometimes when, well, the class usually goes in English, and then when a student asks a question in Turkish, the professor just forgets about answering back in English, so we miss a great amount of information because they just switch. So then we have to remind the professor to do so, and sometimes the students will get furious with it. It's like, oh, well, we're asking this question, can you just learn Turkish? You get what I mean? So it could be kind of a problem.
Yeah, but you have to learn Turkish for clinical sciences before you came here. Did you know that you have to learn Turkish for,
Yes.
for lectures?
I did know that, and I think it's very fair because in the end you're coming to a country, and in our third year we're going to have to interact with people that are coming with some sort of disease or illness to the hospital. And the main language in the country is Turkish, and so it would be a lot more comfortable for the patient to come and explain their disease or illness in their own language. That would be a lot more information that we can gain from that.
Is it hard to learn Turkish?
It's not. It's actually one of the easier languages. It's very simple, the grammar and everything, and it's a very fun language.
And we have lots of Arabic words in our language.
True. And there are a lot of things that make you laugh. Like, for example, repeating the same word means something else. Like, for example, yemek or something like that. And so it's very fun to learn the language. But one problem that I see with this and is that people start looking at international students and saying, well, why didn't you learn the language? Why don't you learn it? And if it's so easy. And so one problem is that since we're learning a lot of medical terms, and basically we're in medicine, and it's a very, very difficult curriculum, and with such a short amount of time, it would be very hard to put your social life, put your other learning, like, fields, learning a different field, and so it's very difficult to cope with that.
What is the funniest thing that you have ever faced in Turkey?
The funniest thing that I've ever faced in Turkey was actually getting a flat. I already talked about how hard and all the things that ended up happening, but getting a flat, we were 4 people, and one of the 4, which was my friend, he was Turkish, and so he spoke Turkish.
That it was easy.
Supposedly, but the thing is, when we went to the emlakçı, the house leaser, the house leaser would say a lot of things, and he would say this, and that, and I would understand a bit of what he's saying. So I'd be like, hayır, whatever, and I'd be like, hayır, istemiyorum, and whatever. So the emlakçı was getting kind of frustrated. So then my friend just gave up. He didn't reply, he didn't say anything, my Turkish friend. And so the whole time emlakçı's talking to me. I don't know too much Turkish, like at all. Çok az Türkçe. Anyway, and so I kind of got frustrated too, and so I was like, tamam, şimdi, and then I just started running across this desk, and I went and I got the paper, and I was like, tamam, and then I took the pencil and I started writing things, and then doing like hand signals and whatnot. And so after that, he actually invited us over for dinner, and to this small restaurant that was close by. And the whole time he was like lecturing everyone to become someone like me because I made it happen and whatever. But it was really funny, even though it was such a struggle. It was an experience.
Overall, do you advise Turkey as an educational opportunity for your friends and family?
Yeah, I definitely do. I'm really enjoying my time here. One of the things that I do advise for Turkey is that there are a lot of things that you can do. So with studying whatever major that you have, you would always want to change whatever atmosphere that you're in. So going to the Bosphorus, going to a park, going to all these different restaurants, and everything tastes good, everything looks good. So it's actually a lot of fun, and you end up meeting a lot of new people, very nice people, and everyone's very warm-hearted when you treat them with the respect. So whoever wants to come here should treat everyone else like their family, and so they'll get the same feeling back.
Thank you for your time.
No problem. Whatever you guys are doing is very, very good. So